Vivakor is an asset acquisition company. Our objectives are to acquire land and to develop groundbreaking technology that can make that land more valuable. Over the past 3 years, we've been working heavily with this demonstration of the oil sands extraction in Utah. Utah has over 30 billion barrels of oil within their oil sands. This is a heavy crude material that until now no one has been successful besides us in doing a closed loop 24 hours a day continuous feed extraction process, making the land valuable and making the oil valuable. One of our investors and one of our directors, Dr. Khalid bin Jabr Al Thani, made a recommendation that we look at the oil cleanup project in Kuwait.
In the Middle East, there's 114 square kilometers of land that was devastated during the Gulf War when Saddam Hussein just lit up all the oil wells. And Vivakor is the only technology on planet Earth that can clean that soil and produce oil on one side and clean sand on the other, and then return the soil back to an arable state where you can use it for agriculture.
One of the challenges in the Middle East is that most of the contaminated material is literally out in the middle of almost nowhere, miles and miles away from infrastructure. The use of water, not there. Use of electricity, you're not going to get. So our remediation processing centers that are mobile actually give us a great advantage because we don't use water, we generate our own power, and we're able to go out in the middle of nowhere and extract and clean up the environment. As the material is mined, we will put it into our 3-stage process. The first stage, we will mix the oil sands with our proprietary solvent. This proprietary solvent will separate the oil from the sand. The second phase is a mechanical separation of the sand from the liquids themselves. And the third phase is the flash evaporation system, which then separates the hydrocarbons themselves, allowing us to recycle our solvent so that we get 100% of our solvent back. And the only thing that comes out of our system is clean sand and usable oil. In fact, the oil that comes from this system has very little sulfur and no water whatsoever. This proprietary process is a fully enclosed, continuous feed, 24-hour-a-day process that leaves zero environmental impact. In fact, we clean up the environment.
We can make a difference. For us to be able to excavate this, clean it up, extract the organic material from these hard-to-reach places and clean up the soils, well, that's just an environmental plus, but we also can generate a lot of value with this material. As it is a raw material for the petrochemical industry, there's a lot of end products that we can create with it.
Over the past 3 years, we had Kuwaiti Oil Company and representatives from Terry, who are contractors to clean up the sludge, visit our Utah site, and from that, we were able to get the first sludge remediation contract out of Kuwait. This is significant because the same technology we use in Utah, we can use in Kuwait. It's the same type of material. Part of the requirements of this UN sludge cleanup within Kuwait is that the sand be usable, particularly for agriculture. So when Dr. Carpenter was first building this technology and testing the material from Kuwait, we grew beans out of the sand. Yes, we do not destroy the organic material, and that is the key most important piece for this sludge remediation in Kuwait. The UN put $20 billion up to clean up that region, and still there's a significant amount of material that has not been cleaned. Our objectives, because of the success we've experienced over the past couple of years, is to deploy as many remediation processing centers as possible, creating a phenomenal opportunity for our investors to reap the rewards that this technology creates when it increases the value of that useless material and makes it very priceless.
Vivakor is an investment that has both the growth potential of the publicly traded stock and the income potential from a royalty program, which is the best of both worlds. Whenever you make a decision to invest, you should always look at the different ways on how to increase the value of your funds, and Vivakor gives you multiple ways of doing it.
The beautiful thing about the Vivakor process is this land, which is once uninhabitable, we're putting it back to the environment cleaned, and at the same time creating wealth. It's creating jobs and value. It's great. It's absolutely, it gets me excited.
Imagine a world where you can extract this hydrocarbon material. What we do through these remediation processing centers, we create a world free of those spills.
The technology is in place. The oil sands resources are readily available, and Viva Ventures Energy Group has the first mover advantage with a revolutionary processing methodology, along with their intellectual property, the proprietary extraction catalyst that they have developed. Now is the time to get involved with an opportunity that not only could be a profitable financial investment, but will also help countries reclaim their valuable oil resources and valuable land for future generations to come. To find out more about Viva Ventures and the remediation processing opportunity, go to www.vivakor.com.